The temptation when looking at all of this is to simply say you have to go where the power is. And the power, of course, is with the province. The city of Toronto can only afford to subsidize so much off the off the backs of property taxpayers. The province has access to so many more revenue streams, and presumably that is where any solution will go. I used to, it's funny you say, Harrison, I've been watching this for years, and part of my first ever job as a City Hall reporter at CHFI and CFTR, as we then called it, and I'm going back 40 years now, was to cover the every other week meetings at Yonge and Davisville of the TTC. And I used to go every other week and find some good stories that were coming out of the TTC. And I don't know, people felt very good about the TTC back then. It was not that many years after Bill Davis, the former Premier of Ontario, was named as they then called it, the Transit Man of the Year for North America, because we were not only investing so much in the TTC, but it was a good system. It could get you where you needed to go. It was relatively safe. And it felt to me anyway, my much younger self, like there was a lot fewer people complaining about it. But the one complaint that took place then that continues to this day is the absolute overwhelming amount of the TTC's operating budget that has to come from the farebox. And that hasn't changed. And I remember the TTC making the point 40 years ago, both to Metropolitan Toronto Council and Toronto City Council and the province of Ontario, that if people wanted the system to be better, we couldn't get I think it was 85% back then, or maybe 80%. You couldn't get 80% of the operating budget out of the farebox. You simply had to get higher subsidies from higher levels of government.